What's up, y'all? It's Liv here, and welcome back to my channel. If you guys are new here and you haven't seen me before, hey there, how y'all doing? Hit that subscribe button, and of course hit that like button as well if you want to see more hair tutorials and or more beauty videos like this. But we're just gonna go ahead and jump right in. I know you guys are excited, especially since your girl has a new look. Your girl got a bag and fixed her teeth, period. So we're here for a brand new season, a whole new type of channel, and I'm really excited to share with you guys everything that I've been working on for the past like year and a half to 2 years. So let's go ahead and just jump right in and get this video started. Today we're going to be installing my favorite wig. This is a synthetic wig. It's the Dominica Unit Transparent HD Lace in Cream Soda. This lace, you guys, let me tell you, it is unbeatable. So I'm gonna share with you guys why. I'm also gonna show you guys how I install this, and I'm gonna show you guys also why this is one of the best wigs I have tried, especially synthetic, because of the fact that usually like the hairline or the baby hairs just aren't right with most synthetic wigs. But this one, I had to buy this twice, and usually I don't do that. So this is the one. It's by Outré, so if you want to go look it up, it is in my Amazon storefront, so link will be in the bio. Check that out if you guys want one of these. They do sell quickly. This hair went viral on TikTok, so I just had to get another one to make sure that I could share with you guys how to get your own. So let's go ahead and jump right in. I just wanted to share with you guys what it looks like real quick before we start customizing it, because it does already come pretty amazing right out the box, as you guys can see. And I'm going to show you guys all the tools you're going to need to do your own wig install. Now we're going to go ahead and add this hair onto the mannequin. I have my own little mannequin head just because it's easier for me to customize on there, but it's not required. I feel like you could do this while you're watching TV, but I want to make sure I do this as professionally as possible for you guys. I mean, look at this hair though. Let's talk about, look at that bounce. It's so perfect. I love how it's kept together. I like to keep the net too, because whenever I'm done customizing it, I put it back. Grab your scissors, because that's the first thing you're gonna need to cut all these tags off. So I have my scissors here. I'm gonna cut this string. Remove any of the packaging. This is what the inside looks like. Nice cap. It is like a free part, as you guys can see, so I want you to notice like you can really do whatever style you want. Even on the box they have different styles, whether you want to do more of like an updo, or if you want to do it half and half, or if you want to do a middle part or a side part. So cute. I love this. And look at this lace, like y'all, I haven't even customized or bleached or done anything to this, and it's already so good. The Cream Soda Unit, period. This blonde is not that 613 blonde. It's like a perfect like cream blonde. Like I love it. I'm going to actually flip this wig inside out, because we're gonna customize the inside. So you don't wanna mess up the outside just yet, because we're gonna part it and everything. But first you wanna customize the inside. So we're gonna flip it and pull this down backwards. And you want to be careful with this hair because it is synthetic, so you don't want it to get tangled. But this hair actually lasts a very long time, especially for it being synthetic. I was very surprised. So when I first put this hair on, it was October 14th, and it's not this hair that I'm wearing right now. This is just something I threw on for this video. Whenever you guys saw the viral video from TikTok, that hair was done October 14th. It did last like a very long time, like several weeks, especially if you take care of it, if you take it off and on, if you don't sleep with it sometimes. Like even if you do, you can wrap it up, and I wrapped my hair up and it was good to go for at least like a couple weeks. So that was pretty cool, and that's really great for a synthetic. But now that we have this laid out. If your head should look something like this, especially if you have a mannequin head. And then we're gonna go into our secondary products. The next step is pretty simple. You'd think that you would need a whole bunch to try to customize this, but you don't. I'm actually gonna go in with the Kiss Red Tinted Lace Wig Powder. Looks like this. And I'm gonna go in with my Kiss Lace Wig Brush. You don't need a brush like this. I just like that it came with a specific brush already specifically for your wig. If you want to use an old makeup brush, you definitely can. I've done that in the past. I just feel like your girl had to level up, so. This shade, if you're wondering, is Light Warm Brown. I love this one for my skin tone, so if you feel like we share the same skin tone, this is the shade, Light Warm Brown. The coverage from this lace tint is so good, and I like to press it in. Try not to swipe it, just because you really want it to like set into those knots. The lip, our customized unit, and I want to show you real quick what it looks like. So it's a little bleached, like this is what it would look like if you kind of had over bleached hair, but it's gonna look really good once you put it on, because as you can see, no knots. This looks so good. It's like perfectly bleached. This is what you're looking for, trust me. This is where we're gonna start to part. So as you can see, it already looks so good, but we're now going to part the hair. I don't know if I want to do a middle part or a side part. I think I'm going to do a side part. You want to part and comb the hair a little bit, but not too much, because you don't want to brush the curls out, but just enough so we can start figuring out where the line's going to be. And you really don't need to pluck this wig at all. We're gonna use our hot comb on this. She is gonna need it. She's very fluffy. If you wanna keep some of the fluff, I definitely recommend not hot combing too much, but you're gonna want a little bit near wherever the part is, just to kind of divide it off a little bit. That's the one thing I barely did the last time I installed it, and although it did come out good still, it's one thing that I wish I would have done, which was pre-part it. So we're gonna do that this time. It's good that we can have this mannequin. This is one of my favorite things about having the mannequin. I'm gonna zoom in for you guys as well, so once I'm done with the part, just so you can see how well I can do this just by looking at it, versus if I had this on my head or if I was just holding on to it, it just doesn't hit the same. See how pretty? Now that is what I'm talking about. Y'all can already see how good this part looks with that melt. Baby, this is the wig right here. I'm gonna have to order like several of these Dominica units, because baby, if you need to pluck anything, you definitely can. I don't want to pluck too much. I just pluck in the middle once I have like the majority of my part kind of figured out. I don't want too much there to keep getting in the way, but you don't want to over pluck this. Like, it's already pre-plucked. So if I'm plucking, I'm only doing like little strands, and I'm talking the tiniest little bits. But you'll notice how vital all these little things are to having a really good melt. Also, you want to divide off these baby hairs as well, and pull any of the ones that don't really make sense. They usually add a lot of baby hair. The more natural you want it to look, you don't want that big of baby hairs, which is why I do like small ones.
Wow.
Take the wax stick by Jackie's. This wax stick is used to basically flatten the wig, so you don't want lumps, you don't want bumps, you don't want extra humps that you be seeing on all these other type of wigs. This is how you prevent that. So get yourself a wax stick. You can get a cheap one. This was only $5.99 from a beauty supply. Wherever the part is, just to flatten it out. I like to leave this part up a little bit because it does add a little volume. I don't want to press it down too much, but I do want this to come down just a little bit to where it's a little bit more maintained, and it'll just look a little bit more natural overall. So I'm gonna add our wax stick, you're gonna push from the bottom, and you're just gonna go in here where you want your part. And I'm not gonna add too much because I do want it to still be kind of a free part. Okay, so it's pretty waxy. While I heat up my hot comb, I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys the wig cap method, which is basically the bald cap method. I'm gonna also show you guys how to go about that because we do need to do that before we lay our wig, which will be the next step after we customize it. So we're gonna let this heat up. We're gonna put a pin in the customization right now and we're gonna come back to it. And then we're gonna go ahead and start doing the bald cap method so I can go ahead and show you guys what that looks like and how to quickly go about that. Your bald cap method should go by like that. It should honestly take you no more than like 30 minutes maybe just to be able to get like the cap on, the full steps, drying, everything done should be like 30 minutes and like maybe even less. It's really just the dry time, right? So I'm gonna go ahead and plug this in and then we'll be right back. Now we're going to go ahead and take our stocking or our little wig cap here. This is the wig cap. It's gonna be either a neutral color, a brown, or they have black, but do not get the black, like do not do that. This is what's gonna be the most natural. I'm gonna go ahead and apply this real quick. All right, so now we have our wig cap on. You wanna pull it over your ears and very far down over your like eyebrows. You also want to use your scissors and you're going to cut little holes by your ears to make sure you have a little slit there. Some people cut holes for their eyes because they do pull it all the way down. We might do it that way. See? So as you can see, we've got our eye holes and our ear holes. You want to take your Got To Be Glued hair gel, and this is like the invisible styling gel one. I like this one because it is invisible and it comes out clear like this. You're gonna put it around your edges, and this is gonna be like what starts it all, because you want to spread it out. You're going to also add the Got To Be Glued hairspray to seal it off, but we'll get into that in just a minute. You want to really make sure you add it around these little edges here. These are the parts you really want to stick to get in there. Make sure it's covered. Alright, so now you have your Got To Be Glued on. You're gonna top it off with your Got To Be Glued freezing spray, and I really like this, so I go right in the edges. Now you're gonna just let this dry. It's gonna take about a few minutes if you are gonna let it air dry. I'm gonna go ahead and blow dry it off camera and let this dry completely. And once it's dry, then we're gonna do the cutting process, which is pretty easy. It's all gonna be dried up, so it's gonna be just like a snip, snip, snip process, but we need to let this dry real quick and then I'll be right back. So we're back and we're gonna go ahead and start cutting our excess from the wig cap. I'm gonna start by giving myself some breathing room, cut my little eyes out. I want to test to make sure it's not too hot. So it is a lot cooler now. I'm gonna go in and kind of just press these down. I'm gonna take some of my mousse, which I have the She Balm collection mousse. I'm gonna go in here and just add a little something to the edge of these. Since it did kind of lose a little bit of the curl and the bounce, you want to just remove any excess hair. Fix this other side. So I get a little mousse. And you want to just go to the edges where it's a little frayed. So now that we have our wig cap on, we have our hair customized, now is the easy part. So now we're gonna go ahead and apply our wig to our head. You're gonna see how much easier it is to lay this with it just like the way it is versus cutting it first and doing all that. You wanna cut it while it's already on. So I'll show you what I mean by that. Just give me a second. We're gonna remove Miss Dominica from the mannequin. So now you've adjusted it to where you want it. I have a side part. Now we're gonna use our headband, which this is one of these elastic bands. I have the Kiss one. Obviously, I guess this whole video might as well be sponsored by Kiss, but it's not, by the way. But yes, I just love all their products. It's pretty easy. They usually are all in the same area. You can grab any of these. This one's about $8. You can definitely find them for super cheap at different beauty supplies that are like $2, but they won't be name brand, but that's okay. This is gonna help melt your lace. You're gonna need this. So definitely pick yourself up one of these first, and then you're gonna use any type of like lace glue. We've already used the regular glue. This is gonna be the spray, and then we're gonna go around my edges like so. And first you wanna make sure you push all the hair back. I had my hair parted, but I actually think I wanna repart it, so I just went ahead and put it back freestyle. And you're gonna hit all the edges just like this. Push it back. Don't be shy. Push it back. Spray. You're gonna go around more of your edges, push it back, spray, push it back, spray, push it back, spray. We're gonna go around like this. And I like to put the part that's not as dirty on the bottom. Want it as fresh as possible. So now you have your band on. Now you want to basically start freestyle parting. So now I'm probably gonna do my part on this side. I like this side a little bit better. I just want to go right here, get the majority of that hair. And if it does get a little tangled, we will fix that. Don't worry. That's why we have the mousse. The mousse will be saving our life, trust me. So now that my hot comb's cooled, I'm just going in, flattening that out. Kind of already did it a little bit. Now that we have let our glue dry, we're gonna take the band off and we're gonna start cutting the excess lace. So get your scissors out and start cutting. You also want to grab your little brush and brush those excess hairs back up just like so it's natural. So we're basically done here. The last thing you want to do is take your Ebin spray, and I sprayed it around my edges one more time, and I put my band back on. I'm gonna leave this on overnight, and I'm going to just let this melt in. You don't have to do it overnight. It can literally just be like an hour or really just a few minutes and it should already be laid, but I like to really let it set in, especially while I'm sleeping, and then I'll be adjusting and styling in the morning. So I'll check back in with you guys in just a little bit, and I'm gonna show you guys how I get my little swoops down. Be right back. Now we're gonna lay our edges with the Edge Effect holding gel. So I'm gonna get a little mousse. Use my brush. Brush it down. Alright, you guys, so now you're gonna recover your edges with your band, and as you can see, we're already looking really melted already, but you want to solidify it with the band. Alright, you guys, so now we're going to sleep with this band on. When you wake up in the morning, you're gonna wanna use some alcohol, and I'll show you guys how to do that in the next clip, just to show you how to get the full finished product. But this is how you're gonna lay down at night and let these edges melt. All right, you guys, so this is our finished look. I am absolutely obsessed. As you guys can see, my baby hairs are laid. I could fix these a little bit better, but I'm in a rush, so I'm just gonna leave it as is. But look at that melt. I told you guys, if you leave it overnight, it just hits different. No makeup, you girls looking real cute. But if you guys like this video and you like the way this look turned out, please don't forget to leave me a big thumbs up. Okay, and make sure you do follow my TikTok at Truly Olivia and my Instagram if you want to see the finished product of my makeup and everything that I do for this look. But this is the end of my hair. If you love it, please leave a good like and subscribe. That's all for today, you guys. Thank you so much for watching and have a great day. Bye.